Hi there, my name's Lee and welcome to Committed to Carp Bedtime Stories, episode 6 of my Wireside winter carp campaign. Just making my way around to peg 7, which, if you have watched the last session, episode 5, that's where the carp were. Now, I've been away from the lake for about 6 days, maybe 7 days or so, and the carp shouldn't have moved that far away from this peg. Just put the landing net, unhooking matter waistling in peg 7, and then we'll crack on getting set up. Like I said, the carp shouldn't have moved too far away from where they were last time, which was down in this area here. And something else I've got as well is the new bivvy. All of that came a couple of days ago, so we'll be able to take a look at the Quest Defier M3. So go and get that out of the car now, and let's see how fast it is to put this bivvy up. That's everything I need loaded onto the barra. I've already taken the rod bag around to peg 7, so let's get on with getting this M3 Quest Defier bivvy set up. Okay, so that's everything I need down in peg 7, or everything I need for now. Just want to say, a couple of weeks back, I ordered a new front bag for the wheelbarrow, and I haven't had to use this for a while. But yeah, the front bag, new addition to the barra, brilliant. More weight at the front of it, so not as heavy to move around. As you can see, selection of pop-ups in there. I've got my alarms in there, and bits and bobs to get me set up with rigs. In the little front bag, I've got my buzz bars. So that's the new addition to the barra, making life a bit easier getting to and from the pegs. Now on to the Quest Defier M3 Bivvy. Now, I haven't actually tried to put this up. I've just checked to see if everything is in the bags what I need. In this big bag is the bivvy with the ground sheet, the skull cap, the front door, the plastic door, and the internal vapor shield. And this one is the overwrap, which I may not use on this session. I have ordered the absolute job lot when it comes to this new bivvy. Not planning on buying another one. I'm hoping that this is now my forever bivvy. Ordered the full extension to it as well. That looks absolutely wicked. I don't think I'll be putting that up on this session because the peg I'm actually fishing in, peg 7, is pretty tight. So probably use that on another session. But the reason I bought it is for when I go France, which is in April, a couple of months. It'll be perfect for taking with me France and using on those sessions abroad. So let's take a look, or let me take a look at how fast this goes up. Okay, set up on the tripod. I'm not speeding this up. This is all going to be done in real time, so bear with me if I don't do it in the first 5 minutes. Let's get it done. Okay, so a quick disclaimer. All of the opinions expressed in this section of the video are mine and mine alone, not influenced by any other governing body or Quest tackle. This is an honest review of the Quest Defier M3 Bivvy as a customer. And I bought the bivvy out of my own money. This is not a sponsored video. Okay, so that's that done. On with the review. Now, I'm a little bit confused at this point because I'm looking for the front door. I can't find it. I thought it was in the ground sheet, but it doesn't appear to be in the ground sheet, so scratching my head wondering where it's gone. The Mark III comes with a full skull cap, which is great for using in the summer or winter. Keeps the bivvy cooler inside in the summer and warmer in the winter. That's the internal vapor shield, which reduces the amount of condensation. Comes with storm poles as well, and those are the heavy duty pegs. Oh, and yeah, there's the front door that I've been looking for. After faffing around for well over a minute, I'm really excited to get the bivvy up. I'm sure it won't take me this long in the future. I've never put this up, so this is first time attempt. Glad it's not raining. It's another nice thing. So these bars to lock in. One, two, three, four, five. That's it. I guess one of the main reasons I bought this bivvy is for how fast you can put it up. I love the fact that you just fan it out and the bivvy is up in place. Now I'm sure over time again I'll be able to do this a lot faster. One of the things I've been looking for in a bivvy is a good thick material. The material on this is made from a 20,000 hydrostatic head, so really thick and very waterproof, and it's also a blackout material, pitch black dark inside. And as I mentioned, because this is the first time putting this particular bivvy up, I'm double checking and triple checking that the arms are fully locked out and secured in place. Then the last thing to do is just push the front two porch extension bars into the front clips. If I wasn't messing around at the beginning of the video, I could get this up in under 2 minutes. There we go. Now then, how fast was that? There we go. Whoa. I think that was pretty fast. Let's get it pegged out, get the ground sheet, get the front put on. That was super fast. I'm impressed. The Mark III comes with a full zip and ground sheet, and it is a really thick material. The bivvy front zips on nice and easy. Comes with a clear plastic door, a mozzie door, and the solid door panel. Okay, so that's the bivvy up, and I love it. Getting the bivvy up itself really fast. General ground sheet, that went in really easy, to be honest with you. Just zipped right round. Putting the pegs in, usual amount of time. The ground here at Wireside is a bit hard, so do have to use a mallet. But let's get the skull cap on top, see what it looks like with that on, and then we'll put the vapor shield on the inside. But yeah, first impressions, wow, happy with it, wow, happy. Skull cap fitted on, just pulls through the front, secures on, and got the little bungee clips down on the sidebars to secure them in place. And yeah, I'd actually say that is a lovely bivvy. Got the internal vapor shield up as well now, so extra layer inside the bivvy, just clips on onto them little loops. So yeah, let's get the bed chair in and see just exactly how much space I've got in this new bivvy. I am liking it. I think I'm loving it. Before I put the bag away, just want to say, yes, it is an oversized bag by about 4 inch, 5 inch, and you've got this lovely padding on each end of the bag to stop it from tearing at the ends. Another nice little feature, very thoughtful. That's the bed chair in, and yes, there is a lot of space in there for a one-man bivvy. Normally my table would be about here, just tucked underneath the bed chair. Yeah, plenty space, plenty headroom as well, plenty space for storage and luggage underneath the bed chair. Yeah, plenty space, Luke. Stretching my legs out and I still can't reach the door. Loads of room. Love it. Love it. That's everything now completely down in the bivvy. This is how I'd normally set everything up. Got plenty space for the bivvy table, water butt, loads of room either side of the bed chair, and plenty space down to the right. So yeah, I'm gonna get my brew kit, get the kettle on the go, get them rods set up, and then we'll carry on with the rest of the video, showing you where I'm fishing this week, what spots I'm on. And that's that then. A really quick, honest review of the Quest Defier M3 Bivvy. Now, I do really think this is a great bivvy and proper value for money. Let me know what you think about the bivvy, and if you've got any questions, you can drop them in the comments down below. Okay, that's the rod set up. Scabby Fox on the rods. Let's take a look at where I've got these rods and what spots I'm fishing on. Okay, so the left rod is about 6 foot just off that first bush round about there, and over to the middle rod. The middle rod is fishing just to the right hand side of the screen on that single tree there, and the right hand side rod is in line with the 2 double trees just there. That's fishing at about 17 wraps. Now, got them out on solid PVA bags, all 3 rods, and a little bit of hemp oil injected into those solid PVA bags. Oily the bait choice on the hook. I'm using 2 different types of hook baits. One is my mainline clone dumbbell wafter, heavily soaked in the pango goo, and the second hook bait is a PB DNA yellow 10mm pop-up, which Mark was having good success on last week. Shout out to you, Mark, if you're watching. It was an absolute pleasure fishing with you last week. Fantastic seeing you put a few carp on the bank. Hopefully I'll see you out again at Wyreside in the near future. It's the 7th of February and the weather is looking spectacular, to be honest with you. I'm so glad that January is out the way, done and dusted. February's a bit temperamental though, can get a bit of snow through the February months, but the early mornings do start creeping in and the lighter nights. So I am going to sit back now, get the kettle on and have a cup of tea. While I'm doing that, maybe one of these rods will go off. Quick shout out to everybody I've met through each episode of the Wyreside Winter Carp campaign. I've met some fantastic people on this journey. It's been a pleasure chatting to you all. I've recast the right rod and the middle rod a couple of times throughout the day, tied up a couple of fresh solid PVA bags, fresh baits, and got them back out onto some spots that I found. But nothing has really transpired at the moment. I have seen a couple of spots slicking up at about 10 wraps towards my right hand side rod, so I might reel that right hand side rod in after tea and give that one a recast. but the left rod and the middle rod is definitely out now for the night. I'm not going to move them. Tea is going to be coming round soon. It's a burger and chips for tonight, and yeah, filling me belly full of good food while I'm here at Wyreside. That's one good thing about coming to the complex on a weekend. I do get fed well. No cooking for me tonight, and a full English breakfast coming in the morning. Quarter to 6 and the wind's picked up. The rain's moved in as well. Looks like it's going to be a wet, windy night. Okay, so 10 to 8 and we have first one in the net. Let's get it out, get it weighed, see how big it is. Happy days. First run, first carp of the session. £20, 8 ounce, bang on. Lovely result taken on the middle rod, which was on that 10mm DNA PB pop-up. Wicked result. Anyway, soaking wet in the rain. Let's get this one back. Go for carp number 2 now. Wicked start to the session. £20, 8 ounce. Okay, so there we go. First carp of the session on the bank, and it weighed £20, 8 ounce. Well chuffed with that result, but soaking wet. Got all 3 rods back out again now. Gonna dry off a little bit, have myself a little bit of supper, and see if we can get another run. 12:25 now. I've just finished my cup of tea. There's been no further action on the rods. I'm gonna get in my sleeping bag. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I was sound asleep, out like a light, and I woke up to the slowest take in the world. Just a beep, 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 beep. Carp number 2 on the bank. Tiny little fella. I didn't wait. I didn't think it was worth waiting, but he's beautiful just the same. He's not going to break the £10 barrier. But yeah, happy to have caught him just the same. Taken on the rod. 18 wraps now. I pushed it. Just an extra wrap. Little stunner. Getting back. Recast the rods at about 10 o'clock this morning, and I have lovely spots just slicking up over my left and my right hand side rod. Now that's been doing that for about the last hour. I wonder if I'm going to get a bite. Now, one thing I never put in the videos is this. You've got no idea how many hours a day I'm walking around or sitting in the bivvy with this GoPro stuck on my head. Just in case I get a run, come flying out of the bivvy onto them rods, and I can press record on the way, and then that way I get some decent footage for you guys to enjoy. But yeah, this is always on my head, probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours a day. Over the last 24 hours, there's been people fishing in pegs 5, 4, 3 and in peg 1. And a couple of guys did a day session in peg 13. But now I feel like Donkey out of Shrek, because I'm all alone. From here, I've got an absolutely cracking view of the entire lake. So I'm just going to sit here a little bit and see if I can see any carp showing. been an extremely quiet day. Okay, so at 8:15 this morning, I moved out of peg 7 over yonder there and moved back round into a much chillier peg 6. Now, while I've been set up for the last 2 hours, I've seen 3 carp show just before the gravel bar. So, after seeing a few carp and moving swims, I wonder how long it's going to be before I get a bite. Big drop back bite, big drop back bite, hitting it. How mad is carp fishing? Spent 24 hours in peg 7, no more bites, moved round into peg 6 this morning. Totally the opposite to what I did last week with Mark. Got a carp in the sling. It fought like an absolute demon, let me tell you. It's not as big as I thought it was, but it's still a good carp. This really does go to show the importance of moving in winter. If you've sat in a swim for 24 hours and you just haven't been getting any bites. Calm down. Like I said, put up an absolute right good scrap, and so it should have done too. And it's freezing cold. There we go. Rewarded with a stunner, £22.8. Lovely, real result. I'm gonna have to get this done quick because it's windy and the camera might blow over. £22.8 of getting my net. That is now 13 carp from Fox Lake on the winter campaign. Chuffed. I recast all 3 rods about an hour ago. I've made myself a nice hot cup of tea. I'm just going to sit back and see what happens. A couple of carp on the bank through this session, 220s, and that little one that I didn't bother weighing because it was about £8, but it still counts just the same. So this session actually turning out okay. Happy with how the fishing has been going through the winter. Can't complain so far. I've stayed up as late as I can, listening to the rain. It's very soothing when you're under a bivvy. I'm gonna have to call it a night. I got up at 5:30 this morning, make a fresh start of the day. It's now 7:15. Another run on the middle rod. Okay. There we go. A very nice common. Very nice. I'm absolutely soaking wet. Stunning common at £24. Carp number 4 of the session. That's 14 carp now on the winter campaign. Absolutely wicked. Oh dear. Chuffed. A lovely common. Taking on the middle rod. Them solid PVA bags. Doing the business all through the winter so far. Let's get it back. Okay. There we go. Lovely jubbly. £24. What a wicked common. Bye bye. Happy days. just had a bit of early breakfast, and just want to say what a session that has been. You guys got to take a look at the Quest Defier M3 Bivvy. I absolutely love that bivvy, definitely will be keeping it. It's been a blast on this session, landing 4 carp in total, the biggest one being £24. 14 carp now on the winter wire side carp campaign. Absolutely loving how it's going so far, and I hope you guys are too. I've definitely enjoyed it. Can't wait to get back out on the bank again to start filming episode 7. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.